Title: The Tale of the Fisherman and the Fish. Once upon a time, in a quaint seaside village in Russia, there lived an old fisherman and his wife. They were humble folk, living a simple life in a small, thatched-roof cottage by the sea. Every morning, the fisherman would set out in his rickety old boat to catch fish, while his wife stayed at home, tending to their modest dwelling. One day, the fisherman went out to sea as usual. He cast his net into the water and waited patiently. After some time, he felt a strange tug on the net. It was heavier than usual, and the fisherman thought he had caught a large fish. With great effort, he pulled the net to the surface, only to find something astonishing. Inside the net was not a regular fish but a magnificent golden fish, shimmering in the sunlight. To the fisherman's amazement, the fish spoke to him in a soft, melodious voice. "Please, kind fisherman, let me go," the golden fish pleaded. "I am not an ordinary fish, I am a magical fish. If you release me, I will grant you any wish you desire." The fisherman, though startled by the fish's words, was a kind-hearted man. He thought for a moment and decided that he did not want anything in return for sparing the fish's life. So, he gently released the golden fish back into the sea and watched as it swam away into the depths of the water. That evening, the fisherman returned home with his usual catch. When his wife saw the fish he had brought, she asked how his day had gone. The fisherman told her about the golden fish and its promise to grant him any wish. His wife was both amazed and annoyed. "You let a magical fish go without asking for anything in return?" she exclaimed. "Why didn't you ask for something to improve our life? We live in this old, run-down cottage, and we barely have enough to get by." The fisherman, who was content with their simple life, shrugged. "I didn't think we needed anything more," he said. But his wife's words lingered in his mind. The next morning, as he prepared to go fishing, he thought about what she had said. He loved his wife and wanted to make her happy, so he decided to go back to the sea and try to find the golden fish again. When he reached the sea, he called out, "Oh, golden fish! Oh, great fish! Please hear me. My wife has asked for a new house. Can you grant this wish?" The golden fish surfaced and replied, "Go home, good fisherman. Your wish has been granted." The fisherman hurried back to his cottage, eager to see if the fish's promise had come true. To his astonishment, their thatched-roof cottage had been transformed into a grand, splendid mansion. The walls were made of stone, the roof was tiled with beautiful shingles, and the inside was furnished with the finest furniture and decorations. His wife was overjoyed with their new home. For a while, they lived happily in their newfound comfort. But as time passed, the wife began to grow restless. Though their new house was grand and luxurious, she started to dream of having more. One day, she said to her husband, "This house is wonderful, but it's not enough. I want to be a wealthy lady. Go back to the golden fish and ask for more wealth and riches." The fisherman was reluctant, but he wanted to please his wife. So, he returned to the sea and called out once more, "Oh, golden fish! Oh, great fish! My wife now wishes to be a wealthy lady. Can you grant this wish?" The golden fish surfaced and replied, "Go home, good fisherman. Your wish has been granted." The fisherman returned home. To his amazement, the mansion had grown even more magnificent. There were more rooms, finer furnishings, and their wealth had increased tenfold. His wife was now dressed in the finest silks and adorned with jewels. She had servants to attend to her every need and a table laden with the most exquisite food. For a time, the wife was content. She reveled in her new status and enjoyed the luxuries that came with it. However, as the days passed, her desire for more grew stronger. Soon, the wealth and riches she had were no longer enough to satisfy her ambitions. One day, she said to her husband, "I have everything I could ever want, but I want more power. I want to be a queen. Go back to the golden fish and ask to make me a queen." The fisherman was even more reluctant this time, but he could see that his wife would not be satisfied until she got what she wanted. So, he made his way to the sea once again and called out, "Oh, golden fish! Oh, great fish! My wife now wishes to be a queen. Can you grant this wish?" The golden fish surfaced and replied, "Go home, good fisherman. Your wish has been granted." When the fisherman returned home, he found the mansion had transformed into a grand palace. His wife was now a queen, sitting on a magnificent throne with a crown upon her head. She had an army of servants and guards, and people bowed before her wherever she went. As a queen, the wife enjoyed unparalleled power and authority. She ruled over her subjects with an iron hand and commanded great respect. But even this was not enough for her. As the days passed, she became more and more dissatisfied with her position. She wanted to be more powerful than anyone else in the world. One day, she said to her husband, "Being a queen is not enough. I want to be the ruler of the heavens. Go back to the golden fish and ask to make me the ruler of the heavens." The fisherman, now weary and filled with trepidation, went back to the sea once more. He called out, "Oh, golden fish! Oh, great fish! My wife now wishes to be the ruler of the heavens. Can you grant this wish?" The golden fish surfaced and replied, "Go home, good fisherman. Your wish has been granted." The fisherman returned home to find that his wife had become the ruler of the heavens. She sat on a celestial throne, surrounded by stars and celestial beings who served her every command. She had control over the sun, the moon, and the stars, and she ruled over the heavens with absolute power. But even with all this power, the wife was not satisfied. She became consumed with the desire to be more powerful than the golden fish itself. She wanted to control everything, even the magical fish that had granted all her wishes. One day, she said to her husband, "I want to be more powerful than the golden fish. Go back to the sea and ask the fish to grant me this final wish." The fisherman, now filled with dread, made his way to the sea one last time. He called out, "Oh, golden fish! Oh, great fish! My wife now wishes to be more powerful than you. Please grant this wish." The golden fish, with a sigh, surfaced and replied, "Go home, good fisherman." The fisherman returned home, heavy with fear and uncertainty. When he arrived, he was shocked to find that everything had reverted to its original state. The grand palace was gone, and in its place stood their old, thatched-roof cottage. His wife was back to being an ordinary woman, dressed in the simple clothes she had worn before. The fisherman's wife, now humbled and filled with regret, realized the folly of her greed. She had lost everything they had gained through her insatiable desire for more. The couple returned to their simple life, and though they had lost all their wealth and power, they found peace in the simplicity of their old life. From that day forward, the fisherman and his wife lived contentedly in their humble cottage by the sea. They learned a valuable lesson about contentment and the dangers of greed, and they never again sought more than what they needed to live a happy, simple life.